welcome, and goodbye.
What?
Thank you for watching today's episode of migostation. We will see you next week. Bye
God,
bye.
hold on, I feel like I totally understand where this is coming from though, because every time I host, I feel like an urge to do things differently to how I did it before. I feel like I need to do like a weird intro or some shit.
We need to do it from the ending, because then they will. It's gonna be like, I forgot the name of the movie that is like backwards.
Oh, is it Tenet? Tenet? I don't know.
I don't know
No.
the name in English.
It's a different. I can't remember. But
Is
it
it
is true
Memento?
though. Memento. That's it.
Yeah,
Memento.
okay.
But it is true. I think our podcasts get better as they go along. So if we do a podcast in reverse, they should come off with a bang. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Or they come terrible because this is sadly the last episode of the podcast.
What makes you say that?
Because we are beginning from the end. I didn't say which end.
Oh, with the end of our career is what you're talking about. Okay.
Yeah. We are 83 years old, and we got tired of recording podcasts.
The plot twist will be when we get to the end of the episode, it'll be the start of our career. We actually only did one episode.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be like we did the last episode, but then we do a spin-off.
No, that's it. Oh, that's the plot twist. We start from the end, we go to the start, and then at the beginning we do an introduction. It's like, welcome to Boruto Station.
Boruto Station.
Yeah.
Why Boruto Station? No, okay, just kidding. We are at the beginning of a new Migo Station episode. I don't like the idea of us becoming a Boruto Station podcast. I don't want this to be our fate. But
We'll be Migo Station Darkness.
Migo Station Shippuden. I could accept that.
Because to Lovuru, they ended, and then they went, fuck, we should just make more to Lovuru. So they made To Lovuru Darkness.
Yeah. I didn't watch To Love.
It's quite fun, I think. It is horny though.
But that's why it's good.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why I was sad for didn't watch it.
It's one of those animes about a guy who has a bunch of girls who love him for no reason.
So like the same thing as 50 enemies.
Yeah.
And I think we talked like about 10 to love reviews and seasonal anime podcast.
No, definitely.
Anyways, as you can see here, we have nothing to talk about again. This is gonna be another silly random episode.
I'm trying to actually think what has happened since the last time we recorded a podcast, because I'm genuinely struggling.
The last podcast took so long. No, it didn't take long. It took like 3 days more. But you went to the show? And I'm trying to
Yes.
think what happened after the show.
We worked on some stuff for another channel.
That is true. Honestly, it hurts a little bit in my head to think about it. We worked like from the second I got home, we started working on how to improve another like program we have. And honestly, it's like we were beginning to a point we got home and we started developing more stuff until it was like sleep time. And then I would wake up and I would be thinking, what will I do when I get home? It was like a bit more of the program.
Yeah. Hey, something I want to say before we get too distracted. No
Yeah.
one ever likes our podcasts. Please like.
That's because everyone listens, but everyone thinks it's shit.
Yeah. Oh, come on. Like Razius listens to it all. We deserve likes from Razius. Come on.
He listens just to say it's bad. I'm just kidding. Russell is too kind. He would never say something is bad like that. Not getting distracted? Well, so you got distracted from the main topic.
Oh, but I think that was important.
Yeah, I know, but I guess we just said like our podcasts.
And we had the studio AI telling us to we need to like pose an interesting question for the audience. Oh, but that's unfair. Last
Okay.
time we had an interesting question.
Billy, what are your views on the US bombing?
Let's not go into this. I don't want to talk about Trump.
I'm posing an interesting question, okay? I'm doing what YouTube wants. He wants the algorithm, the drama. They want like the it's not drama. I forgot the word. It's like
Controversy.
yeah, the controversies.
Oh, I don't want to have the previous episode we talk about COVID,
yeah,
and
true.
then the current
True.
episode we talk about bloody Trump.
No, that's true. On the I think people listening, you have no idea on how much Millie cut on the because I think we went through like 40 minutes or something like that. What's it called?
No, it wasn't that bad. It felt like I cut a lot, but it was actually only like 10 minutes. But still, 10 minutes is a decent amount. It was most of the COVID talk. Yeah. I remember as we were recording it, I was thinking, when can we stop talking about this?
Yeah, we should avoid polemic topics. So I have another interesting question for you, because that's the one that YouTube recommended us to do, and AI is always right.
Yeah.
Who is? What was I was like, who is your horse goat? Or I forgot the.
Your horse goat?
I don't remember the word they used.
Well, a goat is a different thing to a horse.
No. What is the who are you choosing for 2026 drivers championship on Formula 1?
Well, we've covered this already, George Russell.
Yeah, but AI asked us to do it again.
Well, the thing is, like, only one of our audience members even cares about F1, I think. Oh, actually, two. We had that Brazilian person.
Oh, true. That they joined. That's true.
They probably haven't listened to another episode.
Okay. So I'm gonna do a crossover here. Who in the 2026 season you think is gonna get the Reckless Driver Award?
The Reckless Driver Award. Oh, this is actually interesting. And a difficult question. You know, it is always tempting to say Stroll.
I was gonna say Stroll.
Answer for like half the questions. But you know, we have
except Stroll, okay.
Who's crash happy?
I think the person who most it costs was actually Bortoleto. So I guess.
Oh, that's funny because you were saying your favorite driver, and I was thinking I think Albon is quite crash happy as well.
Yeah.
So,
but I guess Bortoleto had sadly very bad moments. I don't think he's gonna have that much with Aldi this year.
It was his rookie year.
I think Albon is gonna be the reckless driver, and who's gonna be the worm of the thing?
The what?
The worm.
What does this even mean? They're gonna get eaten by a reckless driver?
No, I'm joking.
So are you asking who's gonna be the victim of the crashes?
No. No, it doesn't matter. I was just saying because it was funny, because we talked about the war.
My prediction is Charles Leclerc, yeah.
I don't think he's gonna be the victim of the crashes. I think he's gonna be a victim overall.
Yeah, exactly.
I am stupid.
Who's gonna be the most poor, like, unfortunate driver? Yeah, Charles Leclerc.
I think Leclerc. It's not enough. He can have the best car, but he's still at Ferrari. So.
Yeah. Oh, I would love for him to do well. I mean, it is going to be the race this weekend. Well, maybe by the time this goes out, the race will have already been broadcast. We'll see. I'll try to do it as quickly as possible.
Maybe by the time this gets broadcast, is either like hours before, or it's on the same day.
Like the day of.
Yeah. So you're gonna see. Oh, which is the race again?
It's Australia, Melbourne.
I don't like. It's gonna be upside down track.
Yeah, that's why Ferrari has the upside down wing, right?
Oh my god, they are so smart. They thought about way ahead of everyone. All the cars are gonna be falling
everyone's
down.
car's gonna be taking off. The Ferrari's gonna be the only one with downforce. Yeah.
Dude. All the cars like backwards, but like they all fall, bam, bam, bam. The Ferrari's the only one that sticks to the like the ceiling.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
I'm very excited though.
I have been watching a lot of computer build stuff again because
Oh,
Millie was saying on how After Effects exploded her computer, and for some reason now, because I was searching for so much build stuff, I started going to like videos I used to watch years ago about like new setups of YouTubers and stuff, and it's very funny how you see how the high end stuff from that time is kind of like it's like the whatever pieces you get now.
right. I guess
It's
that's
just
just the
funny.
way it goes, isn't it?
Yeah. But I don't know, it's funny because they were talking like, oh, I got the 260 and the 2060. And I would think like, holy shit, the 2060 back then, I would feel like, what's the new RTX cards? They must be so impressive and stuff. And nowadays we have like five no, because we started on the 2. We have like 4 generations of cards. That's like, I can't stop with ray tracing. Stop, we don't want it anymore. It was like they sold it like the solution of all problems, that it was gonna look incredible and stuff. But it's just lazy.
Yeah, well, I'm not as an expert on it, but from what I understand, like, it doesn't really make games. It doesn't really increase the potential of games. It more just makes it easier to make good-looking games, that kind of thing.
It's much easier to developers to make like
Yeah.
reflections and such.
Yeah, because like you still, games always had like art direction and lots of like photorealistic sort of stuff, but
Yeah.
it's not like due to real physics simulations or whatever. It's just like done through clever ways. But
Yeah.
then RTX is just sort of a shortcut to a realistic lighting, is
Yeah,
from what I understand.
Yeah, it is literally like this. I don't know if you heard, like, multiple games are like... if I like modern games, like on GTA 5, I think they do that. Which is like, when you have a mirror, it's basically the same room rendered twice. So because, like, it's rendered twice, it seems like it's the same thing, but it's like, you're rendering the same thing twice. If
Yeah,
RTX is
exactly.
supposed to make this easier, the problem is, like, it doesn't make games run better. It's just like... It's just whatever. It makes it, I would say it makes the games run worse. If you don't have a very good graphics card.
Well, absolutely. It's intensive, but I'm trying to think of the best way to put it. It's like technically accurate is like how I guess I'd put it.
But the thing is, like, I guess this only counts for like very enthusiastic people anyways. Because like, enthusiastic is the wrong word. It's much like people who like want to like have the best of the best, I guess. Because it's like people who like go and like take a screenshot of like PS5 Pro, zoom in like so much to see like the one of the pores in the face of the character or something like that.
Yeah.
If you're playing normally, you're not gonna care about this. Like, you're not gonna care. You're not gonna. I think normal people don't care if it runs in like 4K 60 FPS and like zoom into the pores to see if it's like perfect quality or something like this. Like,
Yeah.
I guess most people just want to play games in a like comfy way.
You know, RTX did sort of hit me in a bad way because I'm a huge fan of Portal. It's one of my favorite games of all time.
I know what you're gonna talk about.
And they made Portal RTX. And the thing is, people are so positive about it. They're like, oh, this looks so awesome. I love that they've sort of modernized Portal. And I just looked, I thought they've completely changed the art style and ruined it. Nothing makes sense anymore. For some reason, they made everything look like Portal 2. And then, like, the red buttons, they're all made of glass, so you can see all the fancy reflections. I'm like, this doesn't make any sense. Why is it like this?
Portal 2 is looking like a super glassy game that has like everything is like glossy and stuff. Like, it's a reflection everywhere. It's very weird. I agree with you.
But I mean, part of the aesthetic, which is very important to Portal, if you ask me, it's like everything looks a little bit dirty. It looks a little bit weird. Like it's supposed to be like a perfect, like test environment, but everything's like got this sort of little dirtiness to it. It's a bit off-putting, and I think that's like perfect for the vibe. It
really like Portal really feels like it's like It literally feels like you're like an experiment center. It's like it's
Yeah.
like they probably got the cheapest walls and stuff. It's like it's supposed to be like some random walls that like don't look super glossy
Yeah.
and stuff like this. In Portal with RTX, it feels like you look at the wall and it's like made of like mirrors and stuff because wow, super shiny and stuff.
Yeah. It is like it's like that moment where they say, "Oh, it's possible to die in this chamber. If you touch the floor, it will kill you." And then you just look at the floor. It's like a swamp, like fucking sewage water, and it looks disgusting. And you're like, ugh.
Yeah.
That's how it should be. And the thing that pissed me off the most is that people didn't go, it's just a tech demo for RTX. It's like cool light features. People went, they've upgraded Portal 2, they've modernized it. That really pissed me off. And I actually, there was a video from someone like me who got super mad at it. And they made me feel understood. Made me feel heard.
Yeah, I was gonna say your feelings are valid. I agree with you. I was gonna talk about how. I don't know if you ever heard like of the meme, but it's like Nintendo hired this guy, and it's like Mario in an Unreal Engine setup.
No, what's this?
That's just like I don't know if it like also saw like the. I think it saw like the. Oh no, you sent me one of those that it was like Mario 64. It was a AAA game, and.
Yeah.
There's one that is like Mario in the Unreal Engine, and it's like Mario if it was made by Ubisoft, and someone dubbed it, and like the names are like it was a AAA game.
Oh
and it's
yeah,
like,
Mario AAA is like defeating Bowser, right?
yes, that is like, "Rah, if only Bowser might have mighty on his heart."
Yeah.
No, that video is awesome. I wish
Yeah.
like I could link it on the description of Mario 64, but it's a AAA game. And I love like the comments saying like the names of the games would be like M 2016.
Yeah.
But
Oh
yeah,
my God.
the Nintendo hired this guy is like the old school meme version of this Mario 64. It was a AAA game.
Mm.
Which is like they just put in like, oh, Mario if it was super, it's like Mario RTX, and it's just like Mario model in the Unreal Engine.
Yeah. Oh, I'm thinking as well because I got this computer in 2021. It's my first computer with an RTX card in it, and I was kind of excited to try it out. I was into the F1 games at the time, and I was like, oh, F1 has like an RTX option. I turned it on, I genuinely couldn't tell the difference in any way.
I was gonna say, I think like in F1 in specific, I think EA should like do some coding trickery on the mirrors to be like rendered twice anyways, because you need to think about how it's a competitive game.
It needs to be fast. It needs to be live.
Yeah. You can't have like something that it doesn't look like it, right? You can't look at the mirror and be like, it's like foggy or something.
Yeah, that's always the thing with RTX. Like everything seems to sort of like phase in. So I don't know how to explain it. Or at least it seems a bit like a mist, like dispersing or some shit like that.
Yeah, because it's not perfect, I guess.
And you can see like the dots sometimes.
Yeah, I don't know. I think like we have this evolution of RTX through the whole existence since RTX launched, and I would still think like having RTXs are like useless anyways. It's like they could have made they could have kept making GTX and it's gonna be the same, but they needed to make it about ray tracing, about everything anyways.
The thing is, I think RTX is like it's good for marketing until you've tried it. I think when you try it, it's a bit underwhelming, but it sounds very cool in theory, I think.
I think the marketing for it died ages ago, because I don't know. I feel like at least I remember when it launched, people were like saying RTX was gonna be like the revolution in games and stuff like this. So they're like, the games are realistic, they're gonna be like 10 times more realistic now because the glasses and stuff look super realistic. And nowadays, like, you just buy, okay, and it's like, maybe use RTX for if you want to try it out, but like, you try it out and it's like, okay, now I'm gonna turn it off because it runs better anyways.
Yeah, it's ruining my performance because
I'm just gonna be honest. Normal people, when they are playing, They don't go into like the reflection of a car and see if it's like perfect compared like, oh, the reflection is really perfect. No one does this.
I mean, the thing is, we can already do like perfect reflections and stuff, like, and in a much less demanding way. Okay, maybe it's not like perfect, but it's like good enough.
It is, but this is what I'm saying. It's like people don't go and like go check if it's like perfect. Like, but there's like one error here. That means RTX is much better. Like people who do this are probably stupid in the head because if you're racing a car, you don't go on like photo mode and check if it's like proper.
I'm kind of thinking as well, like, is photorealism in games even that trendy anymore? I feel like
it is.
Okay.
I think like it's a thing that is like sadly here to stay, because I think it's on the decay though, because we have seen a growth in like indie games and such that is like super good, I think, for the market, which is like people showing that it doesn't matter if you have the most photorealistic graphics and stuff like this, because what matters is for you to have fun. And I think the best proof of of this is like, I don't agree with them winning is the first thing. However, when Astro Bot got awarded the Game of the Year, I feel like that was like a win to the AAA industry, which is like Sony got everything like they do games that are extremely photorealistic, and I think like they're probably the people who push it the most with like the 1 trillion The Last of Us remakes, the God of War and stuff like this. They really want to like sell the
Uncharted.
Yeah, they really even yes, that's true. Even like when they like I think most especially like when in the PS3 era, they really wanted to push like that cinematographic stuff that is like you are not playing a game, it's like you are watching a movie or something like this.
I actually remember watching videos that were like Xbox 360 versus PS3, and it would be like PS3 graphics. It would show like Uncharted. You'd be like, whoa.
But this is basically it. It's like people would get into the room and it's like, oh, what movie are you watching? Because like it's all made to like look super fantastic and stuff like this. And they have been pushing this for a while. But when they did Astro Bot, I think they had like a very good art directors that like make the game look very modern, but it's like not super photorealistic, and it's a fun game. It's a fun game, and I think the industry should learn more with that, which the indies have been doing this for ages already anyways.
I remember thinking similarly about the new, well, I don't know if it's the newest, but there was like a Ratchet and Clank game for PS5, right?
Yeah.
And
that's another funny story.
It was pretty successful, right? And I actually remember looking at that and being like, something about this, it looks too good that somehow it looks weird to me. I don't know how to put it.
I was gonna say, I don't know if you know about the controversy about the SSD involving it before.
The SSD what?
Because the Sony sold the game like it was like impossible to play the game in a PS4 because you needed the new SSD technology from the PS5 to have no loadings and load super fast, because you jump like, I think you jump through words and stuff like this, and it needs to be very quick. And I think like after a while they just launched it for the PS4 anyway.
Right. I think I did hear about this, yeah.
And I think it's even more funny because Sony has a very big story of doing this. I don't know if you remember the story about the 6-axis.
The 6-axis, that's the controller, right?
Yes, that's the PS3 controller. Basically what happens is when like they had to remodel the whole PS3, the whole story of the PS3 is a tragedy. But if the controller is a fun question, because they made the PS3, it was supposed to be like that boomerang. And they did the new PS3. They did it like very quickly before they launched the product. They came up with a new design, which was like the PS3 controller. But the thing is, they didn't develop a rumble. That's why it's called the 6-axis. It's different from the DualShock.
Well, but because it's like the motion controls, right?
Yes. But the thing is, like, they sold it like no gamer cares about Rumble anymore. And that is like so funny. It's like they sold it like, oh, why doesn't it have a Rumble? It's like, because gamers don't care about Rumble anymore. You don't need to have Rumble anymore. And then like later they just it's like, the PS3 won't need Rumble and stuff like this. And then like a time later they launched the DualShock 3.
Oh, so the original PS3 controller didn't have Rumble. That's interesting.
No,
it's funny actually because I remember watching the launch presentation, well, the reveal presentation for the Switch when they did that conference thing. And I remember when they showed off HD Rumble, I thought, that is super intriguing and I want to see more of that. I want to feel what that's like. But the thing is, in a way, I do think HD Rumble was like very oversold. They were like, I remember the demonstration. They were like, you can feel 2 balls in the box, and you can count them out. And I was imagining it really feeling like that. But then I feel it does feel like Rumble. It just like you feel the number of hits. It does feel cool though. I do really like the Rumble on the Switch.
I was gonna say because this is what people sell for the the PS5 controller. And I never try it, but it seems like people really like it.
Because they have Rumble like per trigger, don't they?
They have like so much technology into the controller. There's like you can move it, and it's like in the demo for because there's an Astrobot demo game. I forgot the name of the game. There's like Astro some shit as well. But it's like in one of the phases you need to like shake it. Because there's like, it's like for you to test the controller, there's like a bunch of Astros in your controller. It's like you're supposed, and like you shake it and you can really feel it like them inside or something like this. And yeah, so you have the adaptive trigger as well. It's like, oh, you're gonna pull a gun, but it's like hard to press and stuff like this.
Yeah. I remember one of my friends telling me that like playing F1 with the adaptive trigger is like really useful to have it because it sort of helps you feel like the throttle or some shit like that.
I never tried it, so I can't say much about it. But yeah, I think the HD Rumble was a bread that was like sold too expensive, too good for a bread.
I mean, like I said, I think it was really cool, but the adverts made it seem so much cooler, I guess.
But that's all ads. It's just literally RTX. It's like, oh, we are RTX now. We're gonna show how RTX is, and it's like you see like those super realistic games, and like the water moves like super perfectly and stuff like this. And like, holy shit, I'm gonna like live the game for real this time. And it's like it's not that big of a deal, honestly.
Yeah.
My God, my nose is dying.
Okay, darling?
My nose is really, really bad. I don't know why. I really want to go to the bathroom, but I am recording this podcast. Okay, wait.
Do you need to take a break?
Yeah, everyone, I'm gonna clean my nose. I'll be right back. Sorry, we are right back. I had to use the bathroom because my nose is dying. This is proof of it.
Bless
Anyways, thank you. We're talking about like, stuff that is sold more like this. I try to think like of stuff that is like, because I used to be really interested on like this photorealistic stuff when it was the PS3. When it was the PS4, I guess I just lost more of my interest. Oh my God, I'm so sick. I'm so sorry. People hearing the podcast, I'm gonna keep sneezing a bit, but because it's getting cold here and I have not many ways to fix my. Anyways,
I do just think like ever since like 3D GTA games, like people have always been like, oh, look how realistic it is, and then it's like every new one is like, oh, look how realistic it is, that kind of thing. But I guess like especially with the PS3 Xbox 360 era, to me feels like sort of the beginning of the popularity of like indies, and people started to feel that more like characterful, like sort of stylized games.
I wouldn't say the PS3 is... No, to be honest, it is. I'm thinking more like...
It's not really a PS3 thing, but it's like that generation is when those games sort of...
I don't know. I'm thinking like on how the 6-axis, the game that sold 6-axis, I don't know if you heard about it. It was a game called Flower. And it was an indie game, and people really liked it. And there was also Journey, which was also an indie game. That was like a very atmospheric cinema. It's just like amazing. I don't remember if it was like indie actually, Journey. I guess it's just like one of those first contemplative games.
But I still feel like the games that people would talk about, the stuff that would, like, especially in like news, like would get talked about. It's like, oh, like look how realistic, these new games are, that kind of thing. It was like a big selling point. But I feel like people don't care as much about that since, and I think like probably games like Minecraft are like part of the reason why.
I don't know. I feel like in a way we are in a bubble because we both we don't care much about like obviously photorealistic games are okay, they are good and stuff like this. It's like those AAA games are not really our market anymore. But we were also talking a few days ago outside of the podcast about like Ubisoft games and stuff, which is just the Ubisoft formula, and it's like it feels like it doesn't matter what game Ubisoft sells and like whatever story it is, because it's gonna be the same game anyways, but it's gonna be ultra realistic and people are gonna buy it anyways.
Yeah. Well, I mean that's true, but I still just think like the trend is very different these days. Like, okay, maybe we're in the bubble, but like I think about how people these days love like cozy games. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like cozy games have become a genre, like the Stardew Valley kind of thing, or like the games where you tidy your room or shit like that. I don't know. It just feels like people love really sort of cutesy, stylized, comfy stuff now, rather than the sort of gritty, realistic games.
I don't know. I feel a little bit weird about it because I think one thing that was different on those two eras that we can see in retrospect, because how to explain? What we see from the is like survival bias, like we talked a few episodes ago as well, which is like the games that we remember from like the PS3 and Xbox 360 era that are photorealistic are actual good games. There's like you think like about Uncharted, you think about like The Last of Us, and those are good games. And I think about like more recently, like you also have like this trend of like games taking not trend. Well, it is a trend, but it's like involuntary trend. Well, like games taking like 5-6 years to develop, and they are like the same ultra realistic game again. So yes, you're right. Like on how those cozy games are much more like casual to people, I suppose.
Yeah, and I feel like maybe it's because like we're more online, and I think more of like the people who are like properly into games. Ironically, I feel like those are the people who are sort of like done with the sort of open world, photorealistic sort of game. Although I say that, I think about Cyberpunk now, and I'm like, ugh. I feel like Cyberpunk was a disaster, but it was still very successful at the same time.
It seems like Cyberpunk, aside of like the extremely terrible launch, is still a very decent game. And like it comes from like a company who did The Witcher 3, which people say like, oh, it's an open world game, but it's like it doesn't feel like an open world. It's like it feels like what an open world game should be like, because when you compare it to like The Witcher 3 to like Ubisoft games like I just talked about, it's kind of like go to point A to point B, those like collect those 3 billion objectives, walk like 1 trillion miles, stuff like this. So I don't know, I feel like those gamer stuff, they still like kind of worship Red Dead Redemption, The Witcher 3. I don't know. On open world games, it's like it depends if the game is good or not. That's all.
I actually, out of curiosity, I just went to look at the best-selling video games of all time list.
I can see the tree. I can see the tree. Wait, as Minecraft, Tetris, GTA 5, and I don't know, Wii Sports.
That is the top 3. Actually, Tetris and Minecraft are sharing rank 1. That's interesting.
Really?
This doesn't make much sense to me because it says Tetris has way more sales, so I don't understand why they're both rank 1. But yes, you were right. But Tetris is higher than Minecraft, it says. I'm confused about that.
Okay.
But I don't know. Tetris, Minecraft, Wii Sports are all very stylized games.
Wait, is not GTA 5 third?
It is GTA 5, yeah.
Oh, okay, so fourth is Wii Sports. I was gonna say
Red Dead Redemption 2 is fourth.
I was thinking about like how Tetris and Minecraft both come from like indie origins, because like the whole story on how like Tetris was like kind of shareware, and Minecraft is like, I guess everyone knows about the story about like not just making the cave game and stuff like this.
Yeah.
And they were like bought by multi-billionaire companies and like so trillions.
Yeah.
I wished it was more like this, honestly.
Wii Sports is kind of the opposite, kind of. Do you know about that? How when they made Wii Sports, it was like, was it Miyamoto or whatever said, this is too good. We can't just give it away. We can't bundle it with the console. We have to sell it for a price.
I was not aware of it.
But then, like, someone in the company was like, no, we need to bundle this. This is going to be really good for our system. I think that was a good move.
I think it's how to explain. I think it was a very good move, but it's still like a very bad move as well. I don't know how to explain.
I wish Nintendo would learn from this. Fuck.
I wish everyone learned from this. And this is gonna say, the PS5 does Astro demo thing. It's not a full game, but it's like a game. The thing with Wii Sports is like they have like infinite replayability. And the thing is like people were buying Wii just to play Wii Sports. And it's like Wii Sports is the best selling game because it like came bundled. And I think if you compare with Mario Kart Wii, which was the second best, I generally think it's like a 5 or 50 million difference. I don't know if it's 5 or if it's 50. I'm guessing it's 5. Like a 5 million difference on like game sales. Can you like let me check.
We Fit
Plus games
is apparently the second best selling Wii game.
Oh.
Then Wii Sports Resort, which did cost money.
I'm sorry to say, it is actually 50 million. So according to Nintendo Wiki, which I hope it's alright, but they have references from Wikipedia and Nintendo archives from finance. I'm guessing it's real. So Wii Sports sold 82.9 millions, while Mario Kart Wii sold 37.38 millions. This is like 50 millions of a difference because it came bundled. People weren't buying games. And it's funny for you to see that like you have games that sold like 1 million compared on how many people had Wii's. It's because like they bought to play Mario. To play Wii Sports.
Yeah, I don't know if that is strictly true.
I think it's true. I'm like stay on the ground. People used to buy Wii's to play Wii Sports. I know people like who used to have only Wii Sports that they didn't know the game had other game. The console had other games.
I didn't know about this.
Maybe only not different. That's also true. I'm from Brazil. Bill is from the UK. We live different realities.
Yeah. I was gonna say though, like for me, I had a Wii for a long time before I had Mario Kart Wii. I think probably a lot of people. It's you choose which games you want. I
was gonna say that my bundle game was Mario Kart Wii, so I felt very lucky.
Right, it came bundled. Oh,
it came bundled, yes. I don't.
For me, it was a birthday present from my sister. Lovely.
for us, it was a Christmas gift because that we had launched it, and like me and my sister really wanted one, but it was still a little bit hard to get in Brazil. However, my grandma goes like to the US like yearly because my auntie lives there. And I think my parents did a scheme, like they paid with an international card on Amazon, and like they got a bundle Wii or something. I don't know. They might have asked like mom to buy one, and it came with Mario Kart. And I remember like me and my sister opening it and I'd be like, "Holy shit! It's a Wii! It's a Nintendo 64!"
Yeah, I can say the same because like Our Wii was it was a present from me and my sister, and I remember opening it, it was like, oh my god. And you know the game I got bundled with my Wii, do you remember? Well, not
Rock Band.
bundled, but it's the game my parents got me with my Wii.
Was it Rock Band?
No, it was
Oh?
Samba de Amigo.
Oh, I didn't remember that, honestly.
The Maracas game, which was
Yeah.
pretty fun.
Samba, Jamigo. But yeah, I actually didn't play. I played Rhythm Heaven after like unlocked my. I had emulated my Wii already. I was very young.
I the first time I played Rhythm Heaven was on an emulator.
And I tried playing. I think like the Wii was generally the best present I have received in my life because like I think like generally like from the moment we got the Wii like to the point we stopped using it. I don't think like it was like years and years of like daily constant use. It was like I didn't need another Christmas gift for a good one. And I think I
Yeah.
never received a gift as good as this one. I did receive an Xbox One for my birthday, and I think it was the most underwhelming console ever.
No. Oh, I'm trying to think.
And then
An underwhelming console.
I can tell about one more story. I had a 3DS as well. I sold my Xbox One to have a 3DS. The new Nintendo 3DX. And I need to specify that. And I don't know, I played Kirby Planet Robobot. Like, I don't know, I kind of like played a little bit of other games. I was like never really interested in any other stuff there. I played like Mario Kart 7 and it was like, oh, this is the most boring Mario Kart. It doesn't compare to Mario Kart Wii. And I don't know, I sold my 3DS, I bought a Switch. And like I played all of the... Because I played it, I bought it hacked already. So like, I would just install random games. I played all of the Toho games. I played other written games as well. And it got to a point I was like, I don't really have much of a use for a Switch. And then I sold my Switch and I upgraded my computer.
Every console I ever had got a huge amount of use, I think. Like, my first was, well, technically my older sisters had a PS2, but I ended up using that a shit ton. Then I had a DS Lite, which of course I used a lot. Then a Wii, then a PS3, and then around then is when I started to get into PC gaming. But obviously later I got a Switch, which also ended up getting used a lot.
I really wanted a PS3 and PC, a good PC, because I had like an okay PC and I used to play. Like, by the time I stopped using like my Wii, my cousin have gifted me, like he's like, I have like an old GPU, I have like an old computer, old CPU, you can like do your stuff. I was like, oh, okay, I have some stuff here that like, we had an old computer. I was like, oh, I can put the GPU here, I can do like a little RAM upgrade. And it was like good enough to play Minecraft, which is kind of was everything I needed at that point. And this is the time I started using less of Wii. And like I wanted a PS3, I wanted a PS4, and like we didn't have much money to spend on video games like stuff that. I wasn't that younger anymore, so it became like kind of like, oh, you can go like, you can save up your money to like help you build a computer. But it's not that cheap. It's not that cheap to make, and you need parents' help on this game. And I got the Xbox One thinking it was gonna be like a super great deal. That made, like I said, like, Dad, I'm super confident on the Xbox One, and I got it, and it was like, I got Minecraft.
Why did you think the Xbox One was going to be such a good deal?
Because like I thought like new gen gaming was like thinking PS4 and Xbox One. And in the end, it wasn't really much of a good thing to me. I don't know, because I came from like the Nintendo Wii as a console. It has like, I had like a bunch of good Nintendo games. And then you go to the Xbox One and it's like, oh, I'm gonna like check the games that are like very good on the Xbox One. And it's like, none really got to my attention. It's like, you have Halo? I didn't care about Halo. My uncle gifted me, because he also had an Xbox One. I was like, I don't play it. You can have this Forza Motorsport. I was like, oh, I'm gonna play it. I was like, not really bothered by it. I got Minecraft, but
Sharing games on Xbox One?
no. But this is actually very interesting because he gifted me the DVD at the time, and it wasn't working. I used to put the game, and like it would appear like Forza Motorsport 5 or 6. I don't remember which one it was, and it would. I can search and see, but it doesn't really matter. I would click, it would enter, and it would leave the game to the menu. I was like, why
Because
is
it
this
wasn't
happening?
like licensed to your Xbox or some shit?
Yeah. I think that was it. I don't know. But eventually, like, I got him back, and like we did some. I don't remember what he did, but it worked out in the end. And I played the Forza Motorsport, and it was kind of like, I mean, it's a car game, but then it's not Mario Kart Wii.
Yeah.
And
I
then,
have a PS4 game, but I don't have a PS4. I've never played it.
which PS4 game do you have?
I have Rock Band 4.
Did you buy like in a bundle or something, or just to help?
I heard it was like on sale on the PlayStation store for like £10. I was like, oh, maybe I'll get a PS4 one day to play it.
Never again. I don't know.
Yeah.
I
Well, honestly, one day I probably will. Honestly, like a secondhand PS4 is pretty cheap. I think it'd be fun to play.
I must say,
Rock Band.
I really, you have a PS3. I really want to like put this PS3 for use. And
Yeah.
we have, I don't know. I feel like buying a PS4 is also very worth it, especially for the Japanese version. The PS4 is like has very good games.
But you can get a secondhand PS4 for like under £50. I think.
It is very, very cheap. But I don't know. You're searching second. She's searching second-hand PS4
Yeah.
right now. She's gonna buy one. Talking about buying, I just bought Millie. I'm just feeling Millie's addiction on Monster.
No, I wanted to say about this when we were talking about F1 because I'm thinking, oh, I'm gonna drink it when I watch the race or some shit.
Yeah, that's true. I bought like, it was like actually a very crazy deal. Like I bought like 9 Monsters for her, and it was super cheap. Like she has a pack for her life now.
Hell
And
yeah!
I'm gonna buy some Monsters for me as well on the weekend, and we're gonna watch the F1 weekend.
It's white Monster, zero sugar. Never had it before.
What time is it?
What time is it?
You said it was 4 for you, right?
Yeah, it's 4 for me, so it's gonna be 1 a.m. for you. We talked about this before. How like you can probably just stay up, but for me, I feel like I need to sleep before. Well, the thing is, even for you, if you stay up, it's gonna be up and it's gonna be
True,
till
yeah.
like 2:30 in the morning or something.
Well, but yeah, I don't know what we're gonna do.
For me,
I
it's
think-
gonna be 5:30.
I don't know if it's worth for me napping. I guess if we go at like 1 nap and then come back to sleep, it's alright. But I don't know. Well, we will decide this
Yeah,
eventually out of the podcast.
I think that'd be good. Like sleep before and after.
Yeah. I just feel bothered by being like too late because it's Australia. Talking about Australia, I'm trying to talk to some person from Australia. They don't fucking reply me in 5 days because they are always offline. But I'm online.
Is it who I think it is?
Yes, it is.
Is it the greatest gamer of all time?
No, if he was the greatest, he would reply me back, not his mod. I had to ask the moderator from his server to reply to me. They didn't. It's like, I told him to send you a message. They didn't send me a message. I was like, hey, it's like I kind of need some help.
He's online right now.
But do you know what the mod said? They said like, he hasn't been online since, and I was like, I saw him getting online playing Geometry Dash Osu, getting online and then coming back to sleep. I was like, how is he never online?
This is probably you probably find that Emmerich said, "Oh, I don't want to talk to anyone right now. If anyone asks what I'm up to, just say I've not been online or something."
I don't know. It's not that hard to open those. Oh, whatever. We're gonna see what he replies eventually. We're gonna link this to the other channel. He's gonna see this and gonna be molding at you.
He's not gonna watch this.
You think so?
He's
To be
too
honest,
much of a gamer.
I was gonna say he's too much of a zoomer. He will never
Exactly.
He's probably his YouTube is probably filled with like Valorant shit.
I mean, I did see some. Well, we're talking about Emmerich. for the record.
Mm.
I saw someone saying, "Oh, is Emrek the best gamer who has ever lived or some shit?" Because like, apparently he's like insanely high ranked in like a bunch of games,
Yeah,
as well as being completely dominant in OC.
I mean, I think in Osu he's very good. He's Radiant in Valorant, which I think is the highest rank you can get. And he's apparently very, very good at Geometry Dash as well.
Ooh.
I don't know about other games he plays, but I don't know if he's the best gamer who has ever lived. I think, like, if you consider written games, I don't think he's even the best. I would say, like, Jackhands is probably the best. One of the best that has ever lived that we can currently watch.
I don't know enough about Jackhands.
But Jackhands is literally, like, he had such a lead on Osumania as well, like, because, like, he plays everything. I don't know if you're about this, but, like, he's insane at sound logics as well.
Yeah.
It's like, he's just borderline insane on, like, every written game he touches.
Oh.
Except, he's literally insane because that crash out with the Ahisa incident. Do you remember that?
No.
But you do remember the Ahisa incident, right?
Yeah.
Jack Hart was like, that's why the Osu community sucks. They are threatening Ahisa because of the song they made. So I'm gonna, like, delete my account. And then he deleted his account and, like, no one gave a shit anymore.
Sorry, I wanted to just check my sources. I found this post I saw. Emrek is very dominant in Osu, of course. We all know that, but I don't see people talking about his skill in other games as well. I was in a stream and they asked him about Overwatch and he said he was Max Grandmaster 2. In CS he is level 10 global. I don't know what that means, but Google said it was good.
Global is the best one.
In Valorant he was Radiant 1 year ago. He was playing Slaughterhouse and I think he was alright at FN. I mean, this seems pretty crazy. How is he top rank at every game?
Okay, I'm gonna say now. The thing is, all FPS games are the same. That's my argument. Okay, Overwatch and Valorant, same game. CS is Overwatch. It's literally all the same game. Of course he's good in all of them.
all VSRGs are the same game.
Valorant is like a copy of CS and Overwatch anyways. If you're good at both, you can be good at Valorant.
What even is a Valorant?
You don't know what Valorant is? It's the Riot FPS game.
It's like a CS type game.
Yeah, I think it's like more like
team based.
Yeah. It's as far as I know, it's like 5 versus 5 on like deathmatch. It's like you die. And it's like who has the more scores in that. It's like literally CS. But the thing is, like, you have special parts and shit, which is Overwatch.
Yeah. And all these games have ultimate abilities and shit now, don't they?
Okay, but this literally came from Overwatch.
Okay, in FPSs maybe, but it's more of like a league thing, isn't it?
No, that's true. I think having oats and stuff like this has always been a thing. And if you're gonna say about League, you need to talk about Dota. Even before it was Dota 2. Because they had oats and stuff already there.
Yeah. I don't know what came first. I guess Dota.
Dota came with. Because I don't know what is this.
Because it was Warcraft 3 or some shit like that, wasn't it?
Do you know the story about Dota? About League? They hired people who made the Dota to do it. That's why it came before. It's like it's impossible to leak the Capcom first.
But okay, so I believe Dota was based on like Warcraft 3 or some shit.
Yeah, that's correct. It was like a modded server for it. And
what does Dota mean?
I don't have any idea right now.
It sounds like it stands for something.
Yeah, it
what does Dota stand
for? That's what it stands for.
Defense of the Ancients.
I don't remember it was called Defense of the Ancients All-Stars. I think that was like the last phase of Dota or something like that. Because I remember hearing a podcast about MOBA games.
Yeah.
And it was like a bunch of people that worked on Dota came to do League, and a bunch of them came to the Dota 2, an actual game.
Yeah. Oh, I remember a long time ago hearing like a song on a big YouTube channel which was like, oh, I won a Dota 2 beta key or some shit like that. I forget the tune for it, but
I don't know. I remember when Valorant was having a beta. Was it Valorant? I don't remember. Was something was having a beta, and I remember people on Twitch would be like, like they would get in chats that had like, beta keys for that specific game, and they would be like just like exclamation key.
oh, what was the Valve one that was like? It was also like an FPS.
True.
The recent
it's
one.
overclock. No, it's not overclock. It's deadlock. Deadlock. I think it's deadlock. Yeah.
That's it. I remember.
I played it. I think it sucked.
Yeah, I'd also played it. Well, I think Valve got me is basically what happened, because like, do you know the release? Well, the beta like invite scheme they had.
Yes, because I remember a friend of mine sent me, and I remember for me it was very funny because like she uses like crazy usernames on Steam, so it was like a lesbian Dongfan missile sent you a copy of Deadlock, and I was like, who the fuck is this person?
Yeah. Well, for me it was like, well, because I remember like Valve hadn't even announced the game, and then one day people started getting like invites, and I remember getting an invite. Oh, you've been invited to a beta test, and I was like, what is this? What is Deadlock? It's like a new Valve game? I was like looking up online, and people were like, what is this new Valve game? What the hell? And I was like, oh shit. And then saying, oh, if you have an invite, you can invite as many people as you want. Which is like, clearly it's like a strategy to get like spread hype or some shit. Make everyone think, oh, I'm in like a Steam beta. Oh, what the hell? So what I did, because I'm a very kind person, is I downloaded the game and I invited all of my friends.
But I think that's what my friend did as well, because I'm just checking, because I almost said it right. The email is, you've been invited to help test Deadlock. Hello, Pigo. Homosexual Dongfan Missile has invited you to join the Steam playtest for Deadlock.
Yeah.
They don't have a funny username now. No, it's a mouse. Like an ASCII mouse. What a sad. I miss the homosexual Dongfan Missile.
Yeah. Wow. Welcome to the gaming podcast, by the way.
I mean, we said we were just gonna start randomly talking about stuff.
Yeah. This is how our conversations usually go.
The thing is, like, I think like when we have random topics is the most when we feel like ourselves.
Yeah. There's so many times when we're just like having a random conversation. I just think, fuck, that would be so good for the podcast. We weren't recording.
That is true. This happened a few times. Millie was like, I need to get shadow play. So like I just started recording.
I need like shadow play for IRL so I can clip that hour-long conversation we just had.
Honestly, I don't know. I feel like we just need to start like have a random topic, and randomly we are in 1 trillion topics.
In our future home, we need like a microphone that is always recording.
I will feel like a little bit invasive.
We'll also have a live stream.
Oh my god, this is Big Brother now.
Yeah.
I was gonna say something. It's like, I guess I try to be the most as myself with you in the podcast.
Yeah.
But I also have like that little like step back that I need to remind myself it's a podcast. So it's like, I need to consider like viewers watching and stuff like this.
It's so sad. Normally she's so sweet to me and tells me she loves me all the time. Then we're recording and we just pretend that we don't know each other.
Yeah, no, we just pretend we're friends. But no, I love you.
I love you too.
I don't know, when we started recording, because like it's obvious. I think most people who, like everyone that is listening to this, if you don't know, we are like literally married. Well, we are gonna marry.
We're engaged.
Yeah, we are engaged.
We're gonna marry. Yeah.
So, but like when we started recording the podcast, I was like, like I don't have any problems with telling like Billy is like my girlfriend and stuff like this. I was like, I don't know, I want to keep this as professional as possible.
Yeah.
But no,
I guess it feels a bit weird that we're like constantly like flirting with each other.
yeah, I don't know if people would be very interested in us calling each other sweetheart and so on.
Hey,
But I don't know.
let us know. Call in.
Yeah, lesbians for the win. But yeah, I love Italy very much.
I love
Hello.
you too. Oh my god.
Now I'm embarrassed because I wasn't expecting to say this on the podcast.
I baited you into doing it with what I said.
I would say it anyways. But either way. My nose seems to have gotten better. I think going to the
Oh,
river
that's
was
great.
nice.
There was a moment in the last podcast. We were talking about Shippo Yugi, and I started to say something very spoilery, and you go, darling. That's how you
Yes,
do it."
I heard this.
And I was like, oh.
I said like that's rather spoilerish, darling.
Yeah. That was nice. I like that.
Yes, darling. People hearing this are probably either super happy or very disgusted.
Oh, I guess people on the channel will have seen that we've started playing. Bless you. We've started playing Contradiction.
I don't know about this game called Bless You.
It's a game we're making. Just kidding.
Yeah, Contradiction is such a funny game. But this is actually something that I wanted to do for such a good while, which is having like a gameplay channel.
Yeah.
And we actually recorded one test gameplay with Steins Gate, which we might re-record eventually in the future or something like this. But
It's difficult. The
Yeah.
thing is, like, it feels to me it feels awkward because
no, I feel like
we're like reading out all the lines. It feels like we don't get much of an opportunity to input our own something into it. And also, that game is kind of long. I think I did the maths. It would take us like half a year if we
Yeah.
were doing daily episodes to beat the game.
then I thought about like doing we have Steins Gate and another series going on, but in the end we decided maybe we won't do like visual novels currently unless they are like small or something, or if they have like a good quantity of options we can do, because the truth is literally what you said, we don't have input at all. It's like all the time is all the characters are saying. It's like when we have like an input or something, it's like does something funny happen on the screen or something like this.
Yeah.
With Contradiction, we need to work all together to like find out the clues and stuff like this, which is actually interesting. And like we have story, but we can talk over it. It's like not a big
Yeah.
deal.
I think it's nice because like there's nothing really happening. Like it's just like once you make a decision, then you get like a little clip. It's
Yeah.
like so you can sort of pause, but then you can jump into something after you've chosen how you're gonna act.
Yeah. And we can't do that with Steins Gate, otherwise it would be like a much longer series if we did our inputs. Because like we would like read the lines and then we would pause, we would talk about something. It's only like 1 year of episodes. And I don't think it would be that interesting. I think Contradiction is a much fun game.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to finishing it.
Me too.
I think we're probably at least halfway through, I guess.
Yeah. We recorded like at least 10 episodes already of the game as well.
Yeah. I think probably more, if anything.
I think it's 9 episodes actually. I would say 10 just to round it. Yeah.
Okay. That's true, because we're doing half an hour episodes, I feel.
Yeah. I decided to do half hour episodes because when we were recording, I checked that like 2 hour episodes would like cut out too much of the content of the game. Feels like 3 hours is like good enough to like feels like we did an improvement.
Yeah. Yeah, it's good. There is one episode where we struggle for a while, but we get there in the end.
No. We struggled so much on that episode to the point we did a little tomfoolery to get around.
We were genuinely we just had no idea what to do for like 20 minutes, I think.
Yeah. Wow, we're not going to spoiler the series for you. And this is clearly not because we want you to be curious and go watch it. No, I think honestly the series is so fun to watch.
I think as we go further in, it gets more and more fun.
Yes, and it's a very interesting game. I like to people that are listening to this right now, I think it's like, even if you don't care about us at all, I think like it's an interesting game. That's like, you get curious. And like, there was a point
Yeah.
that people were like, we need to stop recording. And I was like, one more ad?
Yeah, literally.
And like,
Because I just wanted to know what was going to happen.
we had to decide that eventually we had to stop, because like, otherwise we would just keep recording on and on until we finish the game.
Yeah. I think I mentioned before, I have seen the game before, but luckily I've forgotten it, because like...
Oh, you did? Okay.
I'm enjoying
Replaying.
relearning the story and whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, I am doing the gameplay. Millie is currently watching. The next playthrough is gonna be her playing. And we are thinking doing like this Switch stuff.
Yeah.
Because sadly, I think the single player games are the most interesting ones.
Yeah. Although I think we can do some fun two-player stuff.
Oh,
sometimes.
absolutely. I want to. I actually didn't like Castle Crushers.
I remember saying I actually think it would be cool to do like a quick game of Magic in between this series and the next.
Oh yeah, we talked about doing Magic, and I think like doing Magic would be fun. It was like we both record and like we edit when it's like each other.
Yeah, because we could do one recording session when we finish the whole game. So
yeah. Well, I can hear your alarm.
Oh, I can't. It says it's time to go to bed.
Is it? It's podcast time.
It is podcast time. We've still got another 20-something minutes to record.
I could do this for one more hour, honestly.
Not too sure about that. I actually need to pee. So I'm going to be right back.
I'm gonna mark this. There you go.
So you can listen back to when I pee. Okay.
Yes. BRB. Okay. We are back from the second cut probably right now.
Wow. You have to tell everyone there was a cut. Ugh.
Yeah, sorry. I was just gonna say, is that because Millie had to go away. And it was funny because I could hear her steps back. And it's funny because like when we are like talking normally, we use Discord with noise cancellation. Like generally sometimes I can't even listen to what she's saying because of the noise cancellation blocking her voice. Now we when we do podcasts, we use Riverside, which is a program for podcasts. And like I can like hear everything that is happening on our house.
Yeah, it's actually very important that we use Riverside because Discord has like half a second of delay when we talk. But luckily, Riverside we can talk in time. And when we did try once recording with Discord, we just kept talking over each other all the time.
It was borderline impossible. But we are doing the gameplays through Discord, but I think we're alright.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I recently bought like an adapter for IEM of mine, like a Bluetooth adapter. I remember plugging on the Bluetooth and calling Millie, and for some reason, every time like I'm using, for some reason the delay keeps increasing to the point there was literally like 2 seconds of delay once. I was like I was speaking like taking so long for her to listen.
It was way more than 2 seconds. It went up to like 10 seconds. I remember you would say I would see you on the camera saying something. I would literally be waiting here for like 10 seconds, and then I'd finally hear it. It just kept getting longer and longer. I didn't know how it was possible.
And it was actually because I don't have Bluetooth headphones, and I was like, I do have a bunch of IEMs I don't really use, so I'm gonna like buy a Bluetooth adapter, just like I can talk to Millie freely when I'm like doing other stuff. And was like, I spent money for nothing because it's useless.
By the way, update from delivery. The monster is on the way, apparently.
Right now?
Yeah.
Is it gonna arrive today?
I think that just means it's been dispatched. I don't think it's coming today.
I just, when I said it on the way, I said like, but that's so weird because I generally think I should move for tomorrow. But yeah.
Let me just check my emails quickly.
Yeah, go ahead. I have so many folders open, I just noticed. And I'm closing them.
Oh.
There you go.
There you go. All done.
Yay.
Oh, I'm feeling tired.
You're feeling tired. I'm feeling crazy.
Yeah. You're always crazy.
I Oh, I stole Maluka.
I forgot there's something I wanted to do for this episode.
Do
But
you
I
wanna
needed
do
to
it?
prepare for it. No,
have
I,
time?
I can't do it. I have to prepare for next episode, I think.
Yes, do like a little bit of shout out to the next episode.
Yeah. Next episode, there'll be a fun game.
Ooh. I really want to watch this next episode, really. I've been waiting for it.
You'll get to play the game with me. Because you're very
Oh.
special.
Yay, because I'm the host. So,
Yeah. That's what makes you special.
yeah, it sounds... have you played any games?
So this is the awkward thing. I think it would be so good if I could say, oh, what have you been up to recently? But the thing is, everything you've done recently has been with me.
The truth is, we just do everything together anyways. If Millie says, like, what you up to recently, it's just, I'm gonna have the same answer as her.
If you want to know how great our relationship is, literally every moment we're not, like, at work or sleep, well, even sleeping, we're, like, in a call with each other.
Well, the only time we are not in the call during the night is if some reason the phone's disconnected from the voice
Yeah.
chat. Oh yeah, that's true. We wake up on the morning. We say like, good morning and shit, and like I go to work and we disconnect.
Yeah. And then you come home from work and we reconnect
Yes.
until you leave for work again.
Yeah.
Honestly, the weekends are crazy. We literally just never leave.
Yeah. I mean, Wednesday as well, because in Wednesdays I need to go in the afternoon only. So like we wake
Yes.
up and we wake up talking already anyways.
Yeah.
But that's actually so sad. The Wednesdays are like the worst days ever for me.
Yeah. Honestly, something about it being later in the day, it just feels longer.
Yeah.
I guess because you work in the morning normally, it sort of feels like, you know, the day hasn't started yet. I don't know how to explain it.
I have the proper explanation. It's because on the afternoon, I need to be on the afternoon. I get home, I have dinner, and we need to sleep. Then when we wake
Yeah.
up, I need to go to work already. So it's like we have zero time to get.
It does kind of suck. But hey, it's podcast editing time when you're at work.
That's true. That's why I need to work more. Because otherwise this episode is never gonna fucking release on time for the race.
Oh, yeah.
We will be talking about F1 race, like the first F1 race, and I'm like, yeah, that was like 3 weeks ago. We are the third one.
Yeah, I'm just imagining people listening to this are like, oh, we've got an F1 race this weekend. And they're like, oh yeah, it's like the mid-season break.
Yes, the final.
Yeah. Oh, we haven't been that bad. We've been pretty good in general.
No,
Yeah, technically,
it was 2 weeks. The last episode was kind of 2 weeks.
I still like to think of 3.5 as technically episode 4. It feels unfair.
To be honest, I think Millie suffered during that episode.
We literally uploaded episode 3, which is a long episode. Then episode 3.5 was our longest episode. It was like a double-length episode, and this was all included. This was all included in episode 3. It was 3 episodes worth and the one number. It's not fair. That's how we got behind.
I saw middle finger. I need to explain. Millie was counting down with her hand, and she gave me the middle finger.
Yeah, I went 1 with my index finger, 2 with my middle finger. Wait, it's more efficient, right? It's like counting in binary, isn't it? You can't go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
What?
Yeah.
What have you been up to?
This is a sign that we've run out of things to talk about.
Should we end the podcast? I don't want to end the podcast. I want to say something
me neither.
interesting.
I feel like I want to get to the 1 hour 30 mark.
Okay, wait. Let's. YouTube. What do we have on YouTube for us? Can Windows 7 run Minecraft console? I guess this makes sense considering we just had to talk about PS3.
The leaks?
The
Is that because
PS3.
of the leaks?
Yes.
Yeah. In case you didn't know and you're listening, apparently the Minecraft PS3 console edition, Legacy console edition, what do you
The
call it?
PS3
Like
source
the
code.
coding file, the source codes. That's it. And in that, because it's based on the Java version of Minecraft, there's lots of really old Minecraft lore in there.
Yeah. We were talking about comfy games. I think this Minecraft was one of the games that was really affected by it.
I think Minecraft kind of like started the trend. It kind of like gave it momentum. I wouldn't say Minecraft is really. It kind of has comfy game elements, and I think it started what became the comfy games.
I don't know. It became a
Yeah,
super comfy game.
But when I think of comfy games, I think of games where there's like not really any conflict. Minecraft used to love conflict, but I guess it has farming.
I don't
When
know.
we play, it feels like a comfy game because we play as vegans.
That's true. I was gonna say, I don't know. There's a vibe to. I'm so sorry for being so nostalgic. Like, there's a vibe to the PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360 versions of Minecraft. That's kind of like unmatched by. I don't know. For me, it's like feels magical. It's like kind of like that.
Did you ever play it?
Yes, I played a shit ton with my friends.
Oh, so you're actually like a Legacy Console Edition veteran.
Yeah, I don't know. I remember when like they added the mini games stuff. Wow, that was the shit. Like the lighter games and such. The little Hunger Games for the Legacy Edition that you could play online. Minecraft Hunger Games on the console, like natively.
Yeah. I remember going around my friend's house and they showed me their Minecraft world with their friends, like on Xbox, and I was like,
Yeah,
I don't know. I was such like a PC gamer head. I was like, this is the inferior version. Blah 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 blah.
I just remember like loving opening the tutorial world because doing the tutorial world was the funniest thing ever. Because like it feels like they had like Easter eggs everywhere. There's just like
Really?
yeah, it's like just a fun world to explore. The tutorial world. It was fun to play with, and I think this is actually something that a lot of people experience as well.
Yeah.
I remember playing. It was Mass Effect. I think it was Mass Effect. That PlayStation 3 Mass Effect. No. I'm stupid. It was another game that PlayStation 3 had like a collab with because they had like those textures packs, and you could like play on like worlds related to this. And I remember playing like a crazy world that you could find diamonds everywhere. It was like there was a point that we had like a shit ton of diamonds, but we didn't have wood to do swords. So it was kind of silly. There was the Skyrim world. I remember that one on the PS4. Then it wasn't already a Legacy Edition.
Honestly, like recently, well, talking of Minecraft, it makes me think of Terraria. Recently, a new big update for Terraria came out, and I've been craving to play it. I've been thinking about it so much, but I have to wait until we play it together.
Yeah, no,
I think we should do a video series someday. I think.
I think after Contradiction, we can play Terraria next if you're up to it. Oh wait, we can decide.
Oh, I would love that so much.
Wait, it's up to decide on the background first.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'll feel more than happy. I played a little bit of Terraria with you. I didn't really get the hype.
I feel like Terraria has a difficult start. I feel like it always has. The start, you kind of do the basic Minecraft things. It's like digging for ores and stuff. You make armor and that kind of thing. It's like after you beat the first boss, where I think it becomes like proper hype.
I wanna beat the bosses. That feels awesome. I think that's what feels awesome about Terraria. Because it's like there's so much stuff in Terraria. For me, Terraria is like building the house and waiting for people to get in, doing the Airbnb.
I think it's cool having the NPCs. And I keep thinking like, when we play together, we should like min-max the NPCs, put them in the right biome and put them with the right friends and stuff like that.
I saw a reels that was like, what do you want to like? What do you want us to, like to hire you? And it's like, I was like, do you want like 5 figures per month? And I was like, no, I don't care about this shit. And I was like, we can pay like you can work like 3 hours per day. Nah, I don't want this shit. We can give you like a table and a chair. And then you go like, things got interesting.
Well, it's funny, like the merchant appears once you have 50 silver. So it's like, As long as you have that much money, he's like, yeah, I'm coming in. And you're right. You just need like a table and a chair and a light source. And that's it. It's funny, if you watch speedrunners, they give them like, they
A
don't even
cube.
have proper walls. They use like platforms as walls, so you can walk through the walls. Yeah. And the houses are literally like as small as they can be. It's like a very long, like tall and thin house.
A 2x2 house.
It's barely wide enough for the table and the chair.
It's like, as a 2x2 house, it's like one pixel is the table, another is the chair, and the guy just sits down. That's all. And there's no walls, there's a stair.
Yeah. That's literally what it's like.
Talking about Minecraft and going back to actually one of the talks we had before. I remember really wanting Minecraft on the Wii because as I told you, I had a Wii and my friends had the PS3 and the Xbox 360, and I felt like I was missing out on Minecraft so much. I was like, I'm just waiting for when they release Minecraft or the Wii. Guess when they released that?
Did they?
Never. They never.
No.
It was my
In a way, I'm like kind of surprised because Minecraft is so popular. But I don't know, maybe you can't
It doesn't
run
work out, sadly. It doesn't
Right.
work out. But it's like too much memory.
Oh, they had it on the DS. Or the 3DS?
It was the new Nintendo 3DS, and it was terrible. It was jelly terrible.
Apparently, a lot of Japanese players started with the 3DS version and have a lot of nostalgia for it. So
People say it's the worst version of all time.
don't you get like a really tiny world size or something?
Yeah, and also it's like Silent Hill, where it's like the fog, you can see it. Like,
I don't know. I think for Minecraft, that doesn't really matter that much. I remember playing Minecraft on my old laptop, which was not for gaming at all. And I would run it at the minimum settings.
you say it does, but it's like, it also makes sense because one of the games that was ported to the new Nintendo 3DS again was Xenoblade Chronicles, which was a Wii game that people thought it was exploding on the Wii already, and they thought like, there's no shit this will run on the new 3DS, and it ran, and we were like, there's no fucking way, they did it again.
That is kind of crazy. I actually didn't know about that. It kind of reminds me about the Witcher port on Switch or whatever.
But I was gonna say, I think the new Nintendo 3DS having a Minecraft port is much more likely than to have on the Wii. Just for the reason that like, it feels like for the 3DS they probably had a shit ton more resources. Like not even monetary, but like probably like much more tech and stuff to do, much more knowledge on how to do a proper port.
It does feel like if they could have done, they would have loved to though.
Yeah, no. But there are people who are doing like a fun game that is not called Minecraft for legal reasons. That's kind of
it's sort of like what do they call it? Like
game.
A deport or whatever.
Yeah, it's a deport.
Deport.
Yeah, deport. They send the notch back to where he was born. No, it's called a demake.
I remember a demake. That's it. Yeah, I remember there was a Portal demake for the 64, but it got told off.
Right?
There was a cease and desist, right?
The reason for the cease and desist was because Steam wanted to know, because this guy wanted to publish it, and they wanted to know like which libraries they used. And they used like an actual proprietary Nintendo one for the 64. And so like scrap the whole project now because like we can't allow you to use Portal name if you're using this library. Because then it's a problem to us for allowing to use the Portal name while you're using the Nintendo library. And they had to scrap it. Unless they had like a library that worked out with it. Which I don't think anyone ever worked on.
Rest in peace.
Yeah.
Kind of sad.
I wish it was posted on Wayback Machine or something like this at least.
Put it on 4chan or something.
I think in 4chan it would still be detectable. I think web archive would be still like realistic, like you say like, hey, it's only for like maintaining. It's like it's not for people to pirate. Because I'm aware there's a bunch of Nintendo games there as well.
Yeah, there's some stuff some people I know have uploaded there.
There is actually something interesting that also happened this week, which is I don't know how much we can talk about it, but the site Miriam died this week, which was one of like the powerhouses for free games, if you know what we're talking about.
Yes, free games online.
Yeah. And they died because they didn't have money, and I think this is crazy. And it's
it is funny that, like, unlike what we were talking about before, it had nothing to do with like rights issues. It's just because
it was money.
Like the server space or whatever was too expensive.
It was like I don't know if it was like 600 or 6,000. I'm gonna say 600 terabytes of storage, and they couldn't maintain it anymore because it became too expensive to them to maintain. The donations weren't like enough, and they were paying out of their own pockets. I kind of do want to check how much space it was. Variant. It's gonna shut down in the end of this month. So they were having a deficit in excess of $6,000 per month, and they haven't paid it ever since, and they don't have the money for it anymore. I honestly hope with this announcement they get like enough donations to help it out, but truth is, like, I don't think they will.
Even if they did, I feel like it's not gonna last forever. So.
Yeah, I mean, two things. First one, I lied. It's 390 terabytes of storage on preserved games, and I don't know. I know stories about, well, obviously this is a different thing, but we talked about Peppy. A website called Osustats was about to die, and they were like, how much is it like to maintain it? I was like, oh, this much. Is like, I'll give you enough money for like 10 years.
Oh, I didn't know about that.
You
That was
didn't know?
Osustats.
Yes, he posts on Reddit, I think, that Osustats was about to die. I was like, how much for it to like, how much you need to like maintain it? It's like, oh, this much per month. I was like, I'll pay you for like 10 years. Hope it's enough.
How much was it?
I don't remember. I don't think it was
okay.
much. Osustats Peppy donation.
In a way, I feel like I'm having this problem because for my other channel, I upload my own skin links, and I have to pay for storage space to keep those skins online. And I'm starting to think, I'm running out of space. Maybe I should use other people's links more.
Link support is never gonna die.
Yeah, that's true.
Is it Osustats? I'm trying to find. Is
Osustats is the one where they show like your top 50s and stuff like that, isn't it?
Yeah. Osustats. I'm trying to find it, but I can't find it. Or was it Amio Bear? I'm wondering.
Osu Tracker? Osu Track?
Yeah. I'm wondering which one it is. Well, he donated either for, I think it's Osustats because it's older. Just out of that. I don't know. But I know this happened. It's not a lie.
Yeah, I believe you.
Yes. And this is not Peppy propaganda, like we were talking last episode. Yeah, this person was probably right. I was listening to this while I was going to work today, and it was like, yesterday, sorry. And I was like, I remember like going downstairs in the station. I was like, it said like, this person was probably right. I was like, started to laugh a little bit.
So isn't that right?
I thought it was funny.
Oh, I'm glad you think I'm funny.
You're very funny, darling.
But you think wrong.
That else is dying?
No, I'm not funny.
You're funny. What do you mean?
Not as funny as you. You're very funny.
I have a joke for everyone in the podcast.
Uh-huh.
There was a chicken with no butt, it farted and exploded. And thank you for everyone to listening to this point.
I thought you were gonna say our deep question for the podcast was gonna be who is funnier, Millie or Pico?
This is gonna be yeah, we're gonna do a poll. and we're gonna kill the other one. Oh, true.
Comment down below. Which one of us do you find not very funny?
Which one of us is the most boring member?
Which one would you like to leave the podcast?
We have decided already. If you donate $50,000, one of the members leave. And it's if another member enters with like very similar voices, not so like it's like completely different members, just like kind of coincidence.
Speaking of which, I know this is just a random tangent before we end the podcast, but like one of the podcasts I love, my favorite member decided to leave. They did their last episode today, and I was listening to it, and it was like the best episode of the podcast, and it was like such like a crazy farewell. It's actually they had a part where, as a surprise, he got a cameo, because it was a Doctor Who podcast. He got a cameo from the actor of Danny Pink, because they have like a Danny Pink joke they do. And Danny Pink said, like, he did like this speech like, "You've been going for 4 years, it's an Olympic cycle, you know, but you've realised now this is the time to bow out, you know. You've got it." And then he said, "Now, the other one, you have to keep going for another 4 years." But anyway, it was super wholesome, it was super fun. End of an era, but apparently the other members got to keep going in some form.
I heard.
Anyway,
I came from work and I was like, I entered the voice chat and Millie was crying. He was like, "What happened? What, are you okay?" And she was like, "Oh, it's the podcast." This really happened, and it's not a fake story at all.
It's definitely fake.
Anyways,
but I am very sad about it. Crispy Pro, you're a legend.
To be honest, I feel like when I heard that my favorite podcast died, this is like, we are not coming back with this project. It ended. Like literally, the name of the channel ended is like project ended. There's none. Ended. No episodes. No new episodes. Ended. Basically, I was like,
my God.
No. I was like, oh, please come back. Please be friends again.
Yeah. All my favorite podcasts are over. It's so sad.
Yeah.
Podtaku, Podcats, Yogpod. I don't know. I don't know how much I like Yogpod. Anyway,
the two I listen to, they are Portuguese. One is called Quasi Meia-Noite, which is almost midnight, and the other one is called DLC Nerd.
I understood that.
Yes, you are very smart, darling.
Esto experta.
Está experta, sim.
Obrigada.
And I think the other podcast that I found recently, there's like, I used to listen to this one called DLC Nerd. Oh, we're gonna talk about it. We just said we were gonna finish the podcast. Fuck it, we're gonna for more half an hour, more editing for you.
It's alright, we cut out the times we went to the toilet.
Yeah. the podcast DLC Nerd that I used to listen to, they like, I used to like listen to it in repeat, especially like the game episodes. And it had like 25 episodes or something like this. And it came to a point that like I knew exactly what they were gonna say, like word for word, topic for topic.
Yeah. That's me with Podtaku.
And when I found about this new podcast, because I was like, they did a podcast about the PS2. I wonder if there's like a podcast in Portuguese about the PS3. And I found out about this podcast. I listened to the podcast and I was like, did I finally found it? And I looked at the number of the podcast. It was like 300 and some shit. I was like, let me check the new ones. They're like on 500. I was like, I'm never going to run out of podcasts. And this is so true. I never run out of podcasts because they release a new one every Thursday. So like I know Thursday is like the day I eat good at work because I have a new spreadsheet to work on and I have a new podcast. It's like I literally put my headphones in and like feel like a hacker, man. Was just typing the keyboard while listening to the podcast.
Oh my God. I'm still upset about podcasts because that was like the best podcast ever, and they were still actively releasing it. It was super long, and then they just stopped making it. It still hurts me.
I don't think mine is gonna die soon enough. They have been doing for like 11 years already.
It's actually I think about the fact that like Podtaku had like 40 episodes. I think we're probably going to end up doing more episodes than that.
definitely. No, I don't know. We do an episode like around every week. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna say
I'd like to get back on that.
we have like at least like how many weeks do we have per year? I completely forgot. It's like 12,
52.
52. Okay, we are gonna have 52. In a year, we're gonna definitely have more episodes than that.
Yeah. By the end of this year, we'll have overtaken.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
I was gonna say the latest episode they did was about VR, and I was thinking about like on how you have a VR headset and you used to like do exercising with it.
Yeah.
I,
It's a very good, effective exercise machine.
I really want the VR hype to get back on it again.
I don't know. I had my fill with VR, and I was like, is this a bit too uncomfortable for me to want to use all the time?
But that's
So
why
I never use it.
that's why I want a new VR hype where they make new VR stuff, and it's like it becomes a player number one shit, Sword Art Online, stuff like this.
I don't know. I just think like ultimately, because I was really into the VR. I think ultimately just having monitors is just nicer. I don't know.
I don't know. I like the experience of the VR because like Millie has a VR, I don't. But I rented a VR headset for like a week or so, and I was like, they had like the games I could play. I play like Super Hot, and for me it was like the most fun shit ever. Honestly, playing Super Hot, I was like, I just loved like going around. I was like, I remember like playing for hours and hours and like taking off my headset off, and it was like, my god, I can't wait for tomorrow.
I did really like Beat Saber. Beat Saber was really
Beat Saber is
awesome.
awesome. I play Beat Saber as well.
And most of what I used my headset for was doing like driving simulator stuff. But I think with driving simulator, VR feels good in theory, but ultimately you can just have like monitors, so like curved monitors around you. That's good enough.
Buying the Ultra Gear monitor, which is like super curved, like how around you.
Yeah. I think that's better.
Eventually we're gonna have a rig. Don't worry. For now, let's use the VR. I want to build the rig we have currently and use the VR on it. Honestly.
Yeah, it is very cool. I'm not gonna lie.
And the podcast and episode I was listening to today, I think I listened for like 5 times already, but I just like to keep going back to it. It's about on how games are becoming bigger, and I think this goes back again to what we just said a while ago about like super photorealistic games. It's like just getting bigger and bigger because less and less optimization.
Yeah, it's true. Sorry, let's go back to the VR thing. Though. It's like VR. I would be interested in going back to VR, but I want it to be like smaller and lighter on my face. It just that's my problem with it. It's just a bit too heavy on the head.
Have you heard about the new? Have you heard? Yes, you did because we talked about it. The Steam
Valve
Frame.
one?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be lighter than the Quest 2. Apparently, the PSVR 2 is also very light and very comfortable on the head.
We'll have to see. I don't know. I think by the time we think about buying a VR headset, there'll probably be like a few new generations of stuff going on. I don't know.
I mean, with the Quest 2, I think this is already like good enough, honestly.
Yeah, a Quest 2 is very good. Honestly.
The truth is, like, for the VR, you only need a better VR if it's for resolution and stuff like this. Because for everything else, you just plug in the computer anyways.
Well, I guess because some VR headsets are like connected to computers, some are like, well, like the Quest 2, it's like a computer built in.
Yeah. It's like a Android Linux thing that they built.
Yeah.
And like you can use it by itself. And I remember using VR chat with it. And for some reason it felt weird, very like uncomfortable. It was very laggy. Then I tried connecting with the computer. It was like a new whole experience.
Yeah. I get, because the other thing with the Quest you can do is you can do like wireless connection to a computer.
Yeah.
Which sounds good in theory. I don't think my internet was good enough at the time because it was a bit dodgy.
Yeah, the problem I had with the Quest 2 is that I have like my house is a little bit big, and the main router is like on the top.
Whoa! Your house is too big, isn't it?
Okay, it's not too big, but we have like in the terrain we live, we have two houses.
So you don't want to cause a misunderstanding.
I'm not rich or anything, but like we have two houses here, as a terrain with two houses, because it was like my grandparents, and then like my parents. They eventually my grandparents moved on, and we stayed with the terrain here. And the top house is like where we have the router and everything, and downstairs where I have like my setup and everything. And the problem is with downstairs, we don't even really have a router. I had to get a router we used somewhere else and place it downstairs. And the thing with the VR is you need a 5G connection. And the router we had was router. Is it router or router?
Thank you.
Router.
I was thinking about it. Yeah, router.
It's a router.
If you're British like me.
Yeah. The router wasn't 5G, so I couldn't play wireless. But I had the USB-C cable that was massive, so I could just plug in. And while in my room, in the PC room, I could use it normally. The problem is my PC room is actually very small, so I couldn't like really play the epic games like super hot. Otherwise, I would have hit my monitors.
Fallout 4 VR. Oh, sorry. I realized I sort of phased out the conversation.
But sorry again. But the frame, I heard they are gonna have like an adapter that is like a proper router for the frame to work like wirelessly, but without each. Sorry, it's gonna be an adapter. It doesn't work. That doesn't matter. It's gonna be an adapter that just works wirelessly perfectly. And I'm very excited to see about it. If Valve Index didn't cost $1,000, so I'm guessing the frame is gonna cost 1,500, something like this, considering the RAM prices on everything.
Yeah, this is what I was thinking. Like the top end VR stuff is very expensive.
Yeah.
Which is basically the reason I went for a Quest. Well, one because the Quest 2 I got, it was like coming to the end of the life cycle, so it was £100 off.
Yeah, and £100 off is already because there's the subsidy on Meta. Because they used
the what?
They were subsidizing the Quest.
Subsidizing.
Yeah. Sorry, I don't know the proper English word. They were basically paying a little bit of the Quest for you, which made the Quest a very, because they like changed the stuff. It's one of the things they were talking on the podcast. It's like they changed the whole name to Meta and stuff like this. So like really invest on the VR idea. They made like the Quest 2 super accessible. Then they made the Quest 3 super accessible. And it didn't work out, so they went for AI like everyone else.
Yeah. They went for AI. Wait, what do you mean by that?
I guess they closed a bunch of studios recently. They are like moving much more to AI stuff instead of like this VR idea. And apparently they are gonna do the Quest 4 because they finished they are like so close to the end of the development. It's like it doesn't make sense for us to not launch it now anyways, because like we either bleed so much money or we can put like a little flex tape over it to try to stop a little bit of it.
Oh, I'd be interested to see what that's like. I generally I do think the quests are quite nice. I like how they do all the tracking and processing inside the headset, and they have like the pass-through stuff. I think it's cool.
I think the frame is gonna be around the same thing, around the same price range, because what made the Quest very nice was because
Quest?
Yes, because the Quest was very accessible due to Meta paying for you to use it, basically. And I don't know, I think about like how... Okay, reminders, companies are not your friends, but between Steam and Meta, I guess I will choose Steam.
Yeah, that's true. Oh my god, I'm sorry, I'm actually so tired all of a sudden. I don't know what's going on.
Honestly, we are already reaching the end of the podcast. We did way more than what we were expecting to do anyways.
Yeah, I said 90-minute recording maximum, and here we are at 110 minutes.
So I guess everyone listening, whatever you're doing right now, good day, good morning, good afternoon, good night, and now we're gonna
You look so cute right
we're
now.
gonna slip. Very cute. We're gonna ip because it's
Nighty
ip
night.
time. So bye nighty night.
Have a nice whatever.
Oh,
Have
wait,
a nice
wait.
wank.
Oh. No.
I was thinking because you were saying like, whatever you're doing. I was imagining wanking.
Yes, that's the first thing you think about. Awesome. We need to think about something to put in the end of the episode.
What do you mean? We just say goodbye. And
Okay,
just say,
bye.
thank you for listening.
Thank you for wanking.
Oh god. I don't want to encourage this. So repeat after me. But that's all we've got time for tonight.
But that's all we got time for tonight.
I hope you enjoyed the podcast.
I hope you enjoyed the podcast.
Thank you for listening.
Thank you for listening.
I have been Pigo.
I have been Pico.
And she has been Millie.
And she has been Millie.
Good night. I don't know.
Good night. I don't know.
Something like that.
Something like that.
Stop copying me.
Stop copying me.
It's like midnight.
Good night. Bye-bye.
Ooh. I will have the last word.
Okay, do it.
No, stop recording.
No, do it.